Hey all, this is Jenna from the Celine Studio Creative Team. I am very excited to share this updated Project Life app tutorial with you. The Project Life app is free in the Apple App Store and in the Google Play Store, so go ahead and download it or update your app and see what it's all about these days. It comes with several card collections, fonts, and templates to get you started. And it is based on the Project Life pocket-style paper scrapbooking system that Becky Higgins, LLC, became well known for. This is a great example of that original system. Teresa Moxley, another member of the Celine Studio Creative Team here, made this layout, and we can mimic this system thanks to the app the Becky Higgins, LLC team created. It's basically a collage style app, but the draw is the card collections inside, as well as the ability to access cloud storage so we can use other products like Project Mouse. The app debuted in the fall of 2014 and it had a big update in the fall of 2020. Each update to our phones and our apps makes it easier and easier to scrapbook in the palm of our hands. Let's begin by looking at a few apps I'll be using in this video. Of course, I have Safari, my iOS Files app, and my Photos app, all native to my iPad that I'll be demonstrating on here today. And I've downloaded the free Project Life app. So let's get started with some great Celine Studio products. I'm a big Disney Parks fan, so while I'm focusing here on Project Mouse, keep in mind that any digital scrapbooking cards or papers can be used with Project Life. Let's begin by using Safari to navigate to the CelineStudio.com website, and I'll demonstrate the easiest way to download and unzip a card pack using a freebie Krista has there, along with our native iOS Files app. Whether you're downloading a freebie or using a link from a purchase you've made at an online store, the process is similar. So let's go to the Be Inspired tab and tap on Freebies. Scroll down and tap on Next Page. And we're going to use the Mr. Mouse freebie she has on her website. So tap there, and now tap Download Now. Tap Download, and then watch right there. Once it loads, you'll notice that right there. Tap on the circle with the arrow inside, and then tap on the zip file. You'll be taken to your Files app. And from here, you can tap on this to unzip it. And it's as easy as that. Now you could go to the Project Life app and navigate to this and add these cards to a page you're making in the Project Life app. So you can leave them here, or you could move them to your Photos app, or you could add them to another cloud. If you are using other clouds, make sure you have downloaded and are logged in to any other cloud drives or apps that you might prefer. You can edit the sidebar right here to toggle on access to those clouds. So be sure to tap there and toggle on any others that you might use. I'm going to leave them here for simplicity's sake. You could also save them to your camera roll by tapping on the folder, select all, share, and save them to your camera roll right there. And here is an option for clouds as well. You can save them to another cloud if you like. Again, I'm going to leave them right where they are, so I'm going to tap Done. And I'll be able to access these through the Project Life app when making a page. We'll do that next. Making a page in the Project Life app is super easy. We're covering the very basics here, and I'll link up some more resources for you at the end of this blog post. But let's begin by tapping Create and Collage Page. This is Design A. It's the default template. You can change various defaults by tapping on the question mark on the home screen and setting some preferences. Be sure to do that after you get a little more familiar with the app. When you tap on one of these pockets, you'll see two icons appear in the upper right. The one with the little figures on it takes you to your Photos app and your storage apps, and the one with the lines on it is for the in-app card collections. Let's add some photos because they are the most important thing when it comes to our stories. I always start with my photos and add as many as I want, and then I move on to the cards. So let's tap on the photo picker and you'll be taken to your main camera roll right here in Recents, and then any created albums you've made in your iOS Photos app, along with Dropbox and Cloud, where you can also access Dropbox. Let's tap right here on this album I made. And I'm going to add some photos by simply tapping on the photo I want to add to that pocket, and then tapping on another pocket, adding the photo, tapping on a pocket, adding the photo, tapping on another pocket, and adding the photo. It's as easy as that with iOS users. I believe Android users have to go in and out of their camera roll, but it's similar. And so now we're going to add some of those cards we just downloaded. And we can do that by tapping on another pocket, tapping on the name of this album to get back to all of our resources here, and tapping on Cloud, Browse, and Downloads right here. That's the easiest way to do it. If this screen does not pop up for you, be sure to tap back and go all the way to this screen. You can get to it one of two ways, either iCloud Drive right here or this Downloads folder. And I come over here and tap on the Downloads folder. Open it up and add this card to that pocket. And now when I come over here, that folder should pop right back up for me. So I'm going to tap Cloud again, tap Browse, and add this Hello Mickey card. Okay, up here I want to add a title card, and I'm going to use one from a different collection that I have stored in the cloud that I prefer to use called OneDrive. So I'm going to navigate to the photo picker, come down to Cloud, tap Browse, and go back all the way to this screen and choose OneDrive and go to my files there. I believe the card I want to use is in the planning collection. So I have my Project Mouse cards all stored in here, and you can see I have a ton of stuff in here. I believe it's in the leading up to the Magic Bundle. So I'm going to open this folder and add a 4x6 card to that pocket. I want to use this one right here. All right, I'm going to come down here and I'm going to go ahead and use one of the in-app options. So I'm going to tap on the card picker and I am going to navigate to the Midnight Collection and use this card right here. Okay, now that we have all of our cards added to the page, we can add some journaling. Let's start with the easiest option. That is one of the in-app journal or title cards. So let's tap on that card and open up the journaling icon in the middle of the screen. I'm going to paste in some journaling. No need for you to watch me type that out. And make some adjustments in the toolbar here. I'm going to change the font to Oswald Light. I'm going to change the size to about 14. You can use the slider or the plus or minus signs if you don't get it exact. And I need to adjust the vertical offset, so I'm going to move that down just a bit. Okay, I think that looks good. I am going to close this out and bring your attention up here to this card we added through the photo picker from the Project Mouse collections. So you can tap on this journaling icon up here in the upper left instead of the center of the screen, and you'll be prompted to buy the freeform text option. It's what you need to journal on anything in the Project Life app. The free journaling options are limited. So I'm going to tap right there and you'll be prompted to buy the feature, but I already have. So I'm going to go ahead and type out my title for Walt Disney World. I'm going to change the color to black and change the font to this in-app option also called Mouse Memoirs. That's fun for Disney trips. And I'm simply going to use this corner to pull and enlarge and then adjust the text box to center it. I think that'll work. I'm going to tap the X to get out of that and look back at the whole page. I think I want to add the date to this. So to add another text box to any card or photo that already has one, tap the plus sign right here and one will pop up for you. I am going to type out the date. This was May 2018. And I can again move this text box with my finger. I can use this corner to adjust the size, but sometimes when they get smaller, that is hard to do. So I'm going to go ahead and use the slider to adjust this down to 12. I think I'm going to change the font to make it match the title, so I'll add that to Mouse Memoirs. Oh, look, I accidentally adjusted the wrong text box. So when you make a mistake, just tap on that, readjust, And then if you are trying to select a freeform text box and you can't grab it, go ahead and tap the plus sign right here. Ignore the text box that pops up and tap on the one you're trying to move. That will help. Okay, so tap on the font picker and I'm going to change it to Mouse Memoirs now that I see that it is actually highlighted. Okay, so I think I need to move it over just a little bit and maybe a little bit more. Let's see. There we go. All right, it could use some more adjustments. I want to make sure this is as centered as it can be so more of his or her face isn't cut off. I think that'll work. It's not perfect, but it'll do. And I also want to point your attention to these editing tools right here. In the Project Life app, you can edit some things. There are basic adjustments here, and you can also integrate the Pick Tap Go app if that is your preference. We covered the very basics of the Project Life app here today, and there's much more you can do with it. So be sure to join us in the Project Mouse Facebook group, in the Simply Project Life App Scrappers Facebook group, and check out Krista's website here at CelineStudio.com and the Celine Studio store at the Lily Pad. We look forward to seeing your pages. Feel free to ask any questions you might have in those groups, and we will be happy to help you out. Thanks for joining me today, and I hope you learned a little bit more about the Project Life app.